his launch. Right there. He's gone. Judge, touchdown, Tatis. Thrilling stuff. Well, Yankees fans, I think the elbow's just fine.
What is that? It's called light.
Find your fun again.
Oh boy.
How about this sunlight?
This is good.
Carnival is calling.
Look, if you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediately. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore. I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collars stay stiff all day. Get 20% off today using code TV at collarsandco.com.
Half protection is not enough. Using just an antivirus online is also not enough. Get better protection from online threats. Get NordVPN now.
I saved over $200 this month.
How'd you save over $200 in a month?
With Rocket Money. Yeah, I added my savings like 6 times a month. I set my goal, and Rocket Money finds the best times to set some cash aside and work towards my goal. I save hundreds this way, just a little bit at a time. Also, it shows me all my subscriptions and can cancel them just with a few taps. You should download it. It works.
John, that was the fastest throw from Aaron Judge in 3 years.
Oh, this was absolutely perfect. And I'll tell you what, he threw it on the fly. A strike. The easiest one to tag. And a huge, huge moment for Team USA.
Skeens appreciates it. He said, I see your fastball, and I know a good one. 96 miles per hour on the throw from Judge. His second outfield assist of the tournament. Gunnar Henderson starts the fourth for Team USA. 5, 6, and 7 against Severino. Captain of Team USA and Mark DeRosa said obviously had high expectations what Judge would bring, had high expectations what the clubhouse would be like. And he said it's all exceeded his expectations, and it circles back around in a room full of superstars to number 99. In Dominican Republic on a Junior Caminero home run in the second inning. 0-2 to Henderson is taken down and away for a ball. Mark DeRosa called Gunnar Henderson this winter and offered him a spot on Team USA. He said, I want to be up front with you. Bobby Witt is on. Sure enough, the first start that he gets, bangs out 4 hits. Finds himself in the starting lineup in this winter go-home game. Rookie of the year in 2023. Was an all-star in 2024. Not quite as good last year, but still just 24 years of age. Good take right there. Count evens 2-2.
Big inning, as we talked about, coming off that emotional inning before. Velocity coming back closer to his average. And what happens for a pitcher when especially you're not built up, you go through a high energy stressful situation, you make pitch after pitch, and you get out of it and you explode in the third inning, which you wouldn't do many times in a regular season game, but this is not a regular season game. You've got to be careful, and I think the bullpen's going in the right direction because of that air coming out of the balloon type feeling.
Henderson fouls it off. Ed Gregory Soto warming down there. Did you have any tricks for when your motor got running a little bit too hot?
The biggest thing that I learned, well, I never really, unless it was late in the game, would let out too much emotion because I was always trying to store it up. But the one thing you can't do is you can't sit back and let it eat or throw it as hard as you can. You've got it when you're in this play right here, and consider this the 8th inning in a normal start because spring training hasn't built him up. You rely on your location and secondary stuff to get you through because the velocity he had early was good enough.
Gunnar Henderson getting a lot of information from him here. The 9th pitch turns on it, sends a fly ball to right center field. Gunnar Henderson has tied it up. DeRosa pushes the right button, pushing Gunnar Henderson into the lineup. Numbers that you could not deny against Luis Severino in his career.
But I'm telling you that this is all like pitching 101. I think this should be his last hitter. And the reason being is he has lost an inch or two now on that crispness. And he did everything he could that last inning to keep it at 0.
If a tank can be emptied in the 3rd inning,
yeah.
And this time of year maybe it can.
Absolutely. In this kind of game, there's so much emotion. You can't ignore it.
Will Smith breaks it down to left center field. Juan Soto's on the run, tracks it down. What a hand from Severino. Soto covers a lot of ground right there. Defense, one of his focuses this offseason. Look back at the Henderson home run. Wakes up that Team USA dugout. They've been looking for the big swing, and they get it from the Orioles star, Gunnar Henderson. One batter later, that is it for Luis Severino. Albert Pujols out to make a change. A couple of 2-strike home runs. A 1-1 game in the semifinal.
This is the NASCAR Cup Series on FS1. It's star power and horsepower. It's all gas, no break. Week in and week out, as the best of the best run the gauntlet. Short track tempers.
Good grief.
Road course carnage and champagne chaos. This is the NASCAR Cup Series. Darlington, next Sunday at 1:30 Eastern on FS1.
Something about this doesn't make sense.
Whoever sent you here lied to you.
I'm getting worse. I just want to be myself again.
You're not telling me something.
The guy I saw was a hot old guy.
Come forward. This witness is reliable. He's coming after me, then you, then your family.
Sounds like you're letting yourself get spooked by a boogeyman.
Memory of a Killer, all new Monday on Fox.
All right, Fox Saturday Night Baseball is back. Fans are back. Celebrations are back. Players are back, doing 17 things before every pitch. And Saturday night, that's locked in. No thinking required. You bring the couch. We'll bring the drama. Baseball Night in America. Only on Fox.
3 1/3 for Luis Severino. Just the 1 run and the home run from Gunnar Henderson. And it's turned over to this Team Dominican bullpen that's given up just 1 run in 22 innings in this tournament. Gregory Soto, a couple of appearances counting for part of that. Getting ready to start his first season with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Last year between Baltimore and New York. The lefty's on to face Roman Anthony here.
Good arm. He could be a little bit wild with the strike zone. And certainly he's got the power.
So does this guy right here, Roman Anthony. #1 hard hit rate in baseball as a rookie last year. Does that mean anything? Well, to judge a stat, look at the guys that populate the top of the leaderboard. Top hard hit rates in baseball after Roman Anthony was Kyle Schwarber, Shohei Ohtani, and Aaron Judge. That's a pretty good stat category to want to be a part of. 21-year-old paced it. 1-0 pitch. Down and away. Alex Cora was looking forward to him getting some more lefty opportunities in this tournament here. It's one of them right here in a tie game. A 2-0 pitch. Missed inside, ball 3.
Team USA knows they've seen Soto in the big leagues. They know sometimes you got to wait it out.
Anthony not on the initial roster for Team USA. Corbin Carroll got hurt, and they needed another outfielder. And Anthony was the choice. Most of the conversations around Anthony revolved around Team Italy. He had decided he wasn't going to play for Team Italy. He injured his oblique at the end of last season and wanted to focus on recovering from that, getting ready for his Red Sox season. But he got what he said was a shocking call. That was from Mark DeRosa and Team USA to join the red, white, and blue. Fly ball right center field. Rodriguez and Tatis going back. Here it is, gone. Robert Anthony gives the U.S. the lead. The one that got away for Team Italy, and a pretty good guy to add to the lineup for Team USA.
He waited him out, and he got to a 3-2 count and just displayed that power and bat-to-ball skills that he has.
Terang fouls it off, and so on a pair of home runs here in the 4th inning, Team USA has taken the lead.
And that is just as pretty as it gets. The bat's in the zone. But the bat did stay in the park.
Strike on Terang. It's 0-2. Roman Anthony was at the championship game the last time Team USA played in the World Baseball Classic. He bought a ticket to go to the championship game. In his first Red Sox spring training, drove over here to Miami with a couple minor league teammates, and they sat in the stands.
Because we don't cover every game, and we've been primarily staying with Team USA, is that the first deficit for the Dominican Republic team?
We'll double check it, but they had outscored their opponents 51-10. The only game that was even close was the first one against Nicaragua of all teams. That was 3-3 to the late innings. It's been a walk in the park for the most part. Trying to repeat what the 2013 club did, and that is have a clean sweep right on through. They won their lone title. There's nobody left from that team unless you consider Nelson Cruz, who's the general manager for this edition of the Dominican Republic. Albert Pujols played one time. That was in 2006. Terang's out in front. Soto gets a strikeout. 2 gone in the 4th. Another look at Anthony's home run. Mark DeRosa said he sensed from his team that they sensed the noise this week. They may not listen to the noise that was around this team, but a sense of we want to quiet it. And they knew that they were going to be coming into a hostile environment here, similar to what they had on Monday in Houston facing Mexico. That was probably 70-30 Mexico fans. What do you think this is tonight?
That's close to 70-30, maybe around there, 60-40, 70-30. And look, the hype around this tournament and the quality of players that have started to agree to play in it.
Little cue shot that knuckles by Soto, and Pico Armstrong's aboard.
is making this tournament better and better, because when we started this out, we did not get, the Team USA did not get a lot of its stars. And you can put that argument to rest now with the work that Mark DeRosa and the U.S. staff has done, because, you know, we're seeing some star-studded countries, and now it's equaling out.
Yeah, doesn't it kind of feel like this matchup here is the culmination of that, where all those roads have led to from the first WBC in 2006 to this game here, where there are 54 all-star selections in the two lineups, 12 MVP trophies. It is a who's who. And it's another trip to the bullpen. 2-1, the United States in front, and a pair of solo shots.
Great football is back.
It's the UFL kickoff on Fox.
Here we go.
Friday, March 27th. It starts with a bang as the perennial powerhouse Birmingham Stallions
Touchdown.
take on the newcomer Louisville Kings. With new teams and new rules.
UFL is a testing lab for the future of football.
This is Football Reimagined. The UFL kickoff begins Friday, March 27th and continues Saturday and Sunday on Fox and ESPN.
The IndyCar Series rolls into Barber, where Palou, Newgarden, and a hungry Pat battle for a win. The road to Indy continues. Sunday, March 29th on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
The Fox Nation Spring Sale, a time for new beginnings and new journeys.
I took an oath to defend Israel from her enemies.
Fox Nation is the home of RAF with big matches every month. And it can be all yours for $2.99 a month. Fox Nation is your destination for unmissable content you can't see anywhere else.
What did you do? I told the truth.
Spring won't last forever, and neither will this offer.
Let's go, baby.
The Fox Nation Spring Sale. Sign up today for just $2.99 a month at foxnation.com.
None of this was imaginable 30 years ago. Gonzaga is like basketball fields of dreams. It's like a family.
We all got confidence. He got confidence. We're going to the Final Four.
To the championship! That was a killer shot, man.
We're beating teams 30, 40 every night.
Who made his major league debut last year for the Colorado Rockies. 25 years of age, on the pitch here in the fourth inning. A pair of solo home runs for Team USA has flipped the score around. Gunnar Henderson and Roman Anthony both finding the seats. Crow Armstrong aboard on a 2-out air. And it's Bobby Witt up there, taking strike one from Mejia.
You see the velocity, and it is certainly a lot of velocity is going to come out of that pen for the Dominican team.
It seems like every team in this WBC, even dudes that you've never heard of or that have never pitched in the big leagues, they're throwing upper 90s. There's some guys coming out of the Team Italy pen that haven't even reached AA, AAA at this point. It was like, my goodness. Strike two on Witt.
He likes to elevate that fastball. See if this is the place he tries to go to it.
Good lead for PCA. Not running. 2-2. Got the answer to your question. Confirmed that Nicaragua game was the only time that they've trailed. Nicaragua scored in the top of the first inning. And Dominican scored 2 in the bottom of the first. Has not trailed since. It was a week and a half ago. 2-2 pitch. There goes Cole Armstrong. A swing and a miss and strike three. Second time Witt has gone down on strikes tonight. But a pair of home runs has put the Dominican behind for the first time in a long time. A new addition to the lineup, Gunnar Henderson. An addition to the team in Roman Anthony. 2-1 U.S.
Bro, look at this. Did you see that? Should we tell him? It's so bad. Oh my gosh. That's not funny. Stop.
Do not listen to that.
Thank you, man.
I know how it feels.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. That's actually an elaboration on point 2, but it counts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. 6, you can bring your own phone if you want. 7, also your number. Bring that too. 8, are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, is this my commercial?
Oh, I'll have another. Make it a double.
Dad, Mom thinks she's at a resort again.
Yeah, she told me.
When you'd rather not resort to a virtual resort,
This is much better in real life.
it matters where you stay.
Looking good, babe.
Book your spring break travel now. Hilton for the stay.
Won't you fly?
Where are they going?
Deer Run. TrueWork designs performance workwear engineered with advanced materials to be lighter, warmer, faster drying, and ready for real job site conditions. TrueWork, performance workwear. Shop now at truework.com.
We welcome you back to the 2026 World Baseball Classic on FS1, presented by Capital One here in Miami. First of the 2 semifinals. The next one tomorrow night, same time, same place on FS1. Venezuela in the semis for the first time in 17 years. Italy for the first time ever. What a scene it was last night. Venezuela coming back. William Abreu with the tie-breaking home run to beat Japan, the defending champ. And it's 2-1 United States here to the bottom of the 4th as Paul Skeens goes back out there and faces Juan Soto. Just 38 pitches. Soto, just 38 pitches so far for Skeens. And this is with his first to Soto.
He's done a nice job, but he had one mistake, and that was the one run he's given up. Got a nice defensive play by Judge to out at third.
Yeah, that was going to be first and third for Soto. Instead, inning over, and he gets to face Soto to start the inning. Vaughn grounded out his first time. Waits on this 2-0 pitch. Pulls it to right field. And Judge, he's got it. Aaron Judge comes off his feet and makes the play. Couple of nice defensive plays for Judge.
He's not just an offensive machine. We've seen his defense, his arm, and the way that he can cover the ground. Look, this guy's played center field, so playing right field, no big thing for Aaron Judge.
One out. Here's Guerrero. And the guy that you had circled, John, both times he's faced him, he's done so with the bases empty.
I'm telling you, that doesn't always work out that way, but when it does, you get a big sense of relief. When you face a guy like Guerrero, you have to remember how you got him out, because he's going to remember how you got him out, and you have to find a different way to get him out. You can't go to that same spot too many times.
The 1-1 to him. Along third and foul. He hit .397 in the playoffs last year. He had more home runs than he did strikeouts. But for me, what was the most impressive thing was just the well-roundedness of his game, his base running, and his defense too.
Yeah, everything was right on point. You knew he wanted this for a long time, and for his team to stay healthy.
That's a base hit down the left field line. He hit it low, but he hit it so hard that it's scooched by Roman Anthony. Vlad Jr. with a double. 116 miles per hour racing to the left field wall.
Well, that's exactly what I was talking about. He got him to ground out to third in his first at bat and went back into that area. And look, this is just, that is such good hitting. I can't even tell you. That split finger fastball going down and in, and he just gets the barrel of the bat to it. A lot of people in the analytical world may want him to drive and lift more pitches, No, sir. Gap to gap, professional hitter. He'll run into his home runs. Don't you worry.
Manny Machado with a tying run in scoring position. Fouls back to first pitch. Captain for the Dominican Republic in his third WBC. He's from just down the street here in Miami. Rito Miami private school, 3 miles from here, but his mom's side of the family from the Dominican Republic. 0-1 from Skeens. Strike 2.
Okay, now in this pitch right here, I'm sure Paul Skeens very aware it does not have to be and should not be in the strike zone.
Breaking pitch down and away.
You can just keep going higher with that fastball.
Banged up the middle, smothered by Witt. It'll be a hit for Machado, but it saves a run.
Will Smith wanted it high, but he threw it right down the middle. That's the difference. He needed to get that ball above his hands and above the mask of Will Smith, but he threw it down the middle, and lucky it's just a single.
So now Caminero, how you pitching him?
Well, he had him until he threw a high slider on the outside part of the plate. You've got to get him. If you throw one pitch in, you can get him out of the way, but you've got to get him off the plate, down.
Do not miss, because he sure won. 3 home runs in this WBC. Whistles in there. 99. In addition to being the best young power hitter in the game, Junior Caminero last year grounded into 31 double plays, the most in the majors in more than a decade. Skeens delivers 1-1, and a ground ball to short. 6-4. Oh, Tang had it pop out. They get the out at second. Ball came out on the transfer, but instead of the inning ending on a double play, the door's left open. It'll be first and third with 2 out. They had it.
Yeah, Turang maybe tried to do that a little too quick for as hard as that ball was hit. And getting that first out and this ball popping out of his glove. This ball was hit on a 3-hopper right to short, and he just tried to be a little too quick.
Dominican Republic wanted to take a look at that, make sure that he did in fact get the out at second, and there will be no challenge. So first and third, tying right now 90 feet away. Let's see if Dominican Republic can take advantage. Julio Rodriguez. Rodriguez had 3 hits, including a home run in the first game against Nicaragua. He's 0 for 11 since. Guerrero at third, Caminero at first. Skeens comes home. They almost hit him. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. What do you like?
Breaking ball off the plate. He's got him in conscious. And he gets an opportunity to get this off the plate, breaking away from him.
Time taken by Rodriguez. 32 home runs last year, another 4 in the postseason. Leading one in Game 7 of the championship series. He would have been the guy that they were talking about had that lead held up.
One thing he does do with runners in scoring position, he does chase a lot.
The 1-2 from Paul Skeens. He hit him. Hit him on the wrist. It's the second batter that Skeens has hit with 2 strikes. The bases are loaded. The more immediate thing is hope Julio Rodriguez is okay. A few years back, Jose Altuve got hit in the thumb in the WBC and had to miss the first couple months.
This one just chases in. He really didn't have much. He got him twice off the wrist and chest.
Oof. Said earlier this week that winning the World Baseball Classic would mean more to him than winning a World Series. You know, you're going to have to show him x-rays of a broken bone before he comes out after getting hit right there. He'll stay in. Bases are loaded. And it's Austin Wells coming up.
First pitch. So important here because I would think Austin Wells is going to be aggressive.
He was, and he raked it foul.
Whenever you have a scenario, whether it's no outs or 2 outs, and you know the guy's hungry at home plate on the first pitch, you've got to make that the best quality pitch you can. Preferably get that ground ball out or a chase.
Now Skeens in the driver's seat with all 7 of those pitches, all his toys he can work with. Home with an 0-1. Buzzed him inside, ball 1. Two hits and a hit batter in the inning. The 1-1. Wells down the line, foul. Paul Skeens, who pitched in the College World Series, but a couple of years with the last place team in the Pirates. At this level, hadn't pitched in a game quite like this.
Very interested here. He's got him in conscious. Conscious been inside. Does he throw that splitter away after pounding 2 pitches in?
Wells will take time. Yankee catcher resets. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled it off. Stuck with the fastball.
He went away, but he went with the fastball up.
All solo home runs in this game. Caminero for the DR. Henderson and Anthony for the U.S. Tries it again on 1-2 to Austin Wells. Sky high to left field in routine for Roman Anthony. The Dominican Republic leaves the bases loaded. Paul Skeens is out of it. 2-1 after 4.
Movies?
No.
Ferris wheel?
No.
$1 a day.
What the fun?
Hey, I'm about to smoke you like a ham. Fun, yeah!
We need that.
Unlimited play for just $1 a day. Only at Dave & Buster's.
You can do this. You can be the first millennial in history to book a trip on a device that is not their computer.
How?
Yeah, how? I need a big screen to feel safe.
Kayak. They compare hundreds of sites, so you know you're getting the right flight, hotel, or rental car.
I'm scared.
We'll do it together.
Kayak.
got that right.
This Friday,
It's now or never.
Project Hail Mary is an awe-inspiring masterpiece.
We have one mission.
Grace Rocky saves stars.
It's an unforgettable cinematic experience. Thrilling, breathtakingly tense, and insanely entertaining.
The world is counting on you.
It's everything we go to the movies for. Project Hail Mary, rated PG-13, Friday.
Pair of home runs for the U.S. in the 4th inning. Lighting this place on fire.
Pretty electric, Joe, and much has been made of Team USA's relatively grim-faced approach in this tournament compared to the joy we've seen from some of the Latin American countries, the Dominican Republic, Venezuela. Part of that stems from the fact that until tonight, the U.S. had not had an electrifying moment similar to Trey Turner's go-ahead grand slam in the 2023 quarterfinal against Venezuela. Tonight, we've seen 3 such moments. The Judge throw, the Henderson homer, and the Anthony homer. From the beginning, the players have said they've relished this experience, relished playing for their country, but the way they're playing tonight, it's a lot easier for them to show they're having fun.
And it's certainly, I mean, high tide raises all boats, right? And the way that the Dominican Republic are over there having a great time, and the environment in this building, figure infuses them with some of that as well. Harper flies out to left on the first pitch, and Mark DeRosa said he just hates that narrative that they're not having any fun. Look, it hadn't probably been real fun the way that it's been against Mexico. For a lot of that game, they were quiet, and against Italy, the loss. Plenty of reasons to get excited early on in this game. Here's Judge, who's 1 for 2.
I always laugh at the notion that, you know, a guy could strike out 3 times, break 3 bats over his knee, and it'll be viewed as that's an intense competitor. He struck out 3 times versus the guy that strikes out 3 times and sets the bat in the bat rack.
High drive center field. Rodriguez going back. Did he get enough? He did not, because Julio scaled the wall. Spider-Man robbing Superman.
Judge had carried his bat almost to first base. Watch this. He knows he's got it pretty good. He's got the bat in his hand the whole time. So there's maybe just a little doubt, and then that eliminated it.
Julio Rodriguez, who just got hit by a pitch. Dominican Republic fans, certainly Seattle Mariner fans, were holding their breath, making sure he was okay. I think he's all right. Dismay and respect all the same. Something altogether different right there from Mejia. So it stays 2-1. 0-2 on Kyle Schwarber. Julio Rodriguez right at the forefront of young players coming out, showing emotion. Of course, more of the culture in this World Baseball Classic. It invites more of that. And it is so much fun watching them, like he says, play the game like he's a kid again. 0-2 to Schwarber in the dirt. They asked Albert Pujols, do you think that some of this can be taken to the regular season? The emotion you see across the WBC, and he said, I just don't think you can replicate it. You got to know that this is in our blood. This is in our DNA, the way we came up playing the game in the Dominican Republic. So a lot of it has to do with repping the country, wearing that jersey.
Well, plus, you'd be wiped out.
Right?
162 games.
Like, how many more we got? 150.
I always wonder, how much time does it take to remember every celebrational move? You know, everyone's got something, and you know they work on it.
Schwarber on the ground, past Marte, 2-out base hit. Yeah, you got to have a full catalog of those.
Yeah, you do.
You know, like quarterbacks have their play call sheet. You can pull out your band to remind you of your celebration.
The way my brain is, I would forget half of them, and I'd be like, oh, my bad. You know, that wasn't the one we were supposed to do with you.
Gunnar Henderson, who lit the fire for Team USA with a home run to lead off last inning. And he's going to face somebody other than Mejia. Brazoban will come in. It was this close to a third home run, but Julio Rodriguez says, stays 2-1.
The college basketball crown is back. For the crown right here. An elite postseason tournament on Fox and FS1. 8 teams from the nation's top conferences put it all on the line to rule the court. For the crown right here. Watch out! Coming April 1st, live from Las Vegas.
A champion will be crowned.
The college basketball crown on Fox and FS1. Buy tickets at vividseats.com. Download the app.
All right, Fox Saturday Night Baseball is back. Fans are back. Celebrations are back. Same night every week. No thinking required. You bring the couch, we'll bring the drama. Baseball Night in America, only on Fox.
Brady is back on the field for the Fanatics Flag Football Classic on Fox.
LFG, let's go!
A first-of-its-kind 3-team round-robin tournament with the best of the best. Featuring the GOAT and Jalen Hurts, superstars Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow, and Team USA Football. A world-class showdown live from Los Angeles.
I'm fired up.
Saturday on Fox.
2-1, top of the 5th inning. You can take home a piece of the game. You can bid on game used jerseys, baseballs, bases, and more at auctions.mlb.com. And Julio saying, yeah, you see that? You like that?
You know what's amazing is when you get to see these guys up close and realize how big Julio Rodriguez is. He's huge. Tatis is big too, but this man right here,
like NFL, outside linebacker, safety.
He could be. I mean, he plays center field, so we see him from a distance. And
Gunnar Henderson, not a little guy. As he climbs in to face the new Dominican pitcher, it's Huáscar Brazoban. 36 years of age of the New York Mets. Brazoban started his baseball journey some 15 years ago when he signed with the Colorado Rockies, but didn't make it to the major leagues until a decade later when he finally broke through in 2022. Ball one on Henderson.
Tell you what, Schwarber can get as big a lead as he wants. They're not even going to pay attention to him.
Up along first, that's fair ball, and Gurriel steps on the bag to end the inning. He's had some tremendous defense in this game. Rodriguez with the latest gem.
I'm a different kind of threat. You can't call the cops on me. I don't even have to break in. I'm invited.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Lori. And this is our TimberTech story.
There are certain things you can do in a house that will last for the ages. TimberTech decking is one of those things. It was an obvious choice for all of the things that we wanted: appearance, durability. It was a no-brainer.
We love the TimberTech product so much that we had to do the railing as well.
With what we've experienced with TimberTech, there is no other choice. It's that good.
Trying to predict the future is a hazardous occupation. The only thing we can be sure of is that it will be absolutely fantastic. I'm thinking of the incredible breakthrough. These things will make possible a world in which we can be in instant contact with each other wherever we may be. When that time comes, the whole world will have shrunk to a point.
A
Everyone has free offers on the latest phones, but T-Mobile gives you a lot more. T-Mobile families save over $3,700 versus the other big guys. And our experience plans include amazing benefits, plus our 5-year price guarantee. Switch to T-Mobile and save on a big scale.
Next Sunday, the NASCAR Cup Series is on FS1. That's the best of the best. They go full throttle at Darlington. It's the Goodyear 400, Sunday, 3 o'clock Eastern. Pre-race action begins at 1:30, only on FS1. Just a solo home run from Junior Caminero in the second inning against Paul Skeens, who got out of a bases-loaded jam in the fourth. Dominican really made him work in that inning. He'd average about 12 pitches per inning, but had to throw more than 20 in the fourth. 9-1-2 coming up here. It's Geraldo Perdomo to lead off.
I know it's only 2-1, but there's been a lot of emotional things that are happening in each of these innings. What did we talk about? How many times it's going to be, how hard it's going to get just 3 outs in an inning. It's happened once or twice.
I think you're right. Just the bottom of the first inning. 1-2-3 for Skeens. Rocks and fires in 0-1. Perdomo fouls it off, and it's 0-2. Skeens had 3 uncles who served in the military. That was what inspired him to want to go the same route. Of course, by now you know, went to the Air Force Academy with dreams of being a fighter pilot. Baseball took him to LSU, but he said he thinks every day about what he learned at the academy, and he wanted to do this. He wanted to pitch for Team USA. He said, for every serviceman and servicewoman. Popped into left center field. See who wants it. It's Anthony. And it's, for some guys, you're going to say that because that's what you're supposed to say. But that is genuinely coming from the heart of Paul Skeens. That's a big part of who he is.
Yeah, all I can think of is, what's the tallest guy to be in a cockpit?
That was going to be a problem. Back to the top in Tatis. Skeens is 6'6", 260 pounds.
I just hope this young man can stay healthy and defeat the odds of every pitcher in the big leagues that throws like him, that usually ends up getting something, an injury. I hope he can stay healthy and pitch for 10, 12 years and set all kinds of records.
Tatis with one away, takes inside. Going into his 3rd year with the Pirates. He'd love to see the Pirates build a little more around him.
Come on, Pirates.
And they made some moves this offseason. Got a 1.97 ERA his first 2 seasons. Cy Young after he won Rookie of the Year. Tatis cracks his bat on a flare that's foul.
And I think for him, the next level is going more innings, giving his team more chances to win games. It's must-win game when he pitches, right? And he had a lot of games where it was just 5 innings, 6 innings. A lot of that had to do with pitch count. A lot of that had to do with controlling the environment for him. The next level for him is to get over that 200 innings and really make that impact in every game a little bit longer by staying in the game a little more.
New piece of lumber for Tatis. 0 for 2 tonight. Skeens comes home. Tatis pounds it into the ground up along 3rd. That is a foul ball.
And the reason I say that is the reward system is counterproductive in our game. They will reward a pitcher for more sexy stats like strikeouts and things that don't really necessarily long-term help your team throughout the season. Innings pitched needs to get back into the forefront to be a valuable commodity for your team.
And I think you're seeing a surge in that. We often see what happens in the postseason. A lot of the Dodger pitchers did during the postseason. Yamamoto at the front of that line. 1-2 comes home to Tatis. Pops it foul.
Because you can go into a game and be really selfish to get stats, meaning you could throw 110 pitches in 5 innings and get 10 strikeouts and ultimately not be as valuable to your team.
Penn's got to cover 4 innings. Season-long effect of that. You do it too many times. Tatis hustling. Bare hand throw, but wide. Tatis with an infield hit. The only chance Henderson had. Throw is offline, though. Tying one aboard. With the speed of Fernando Tatis.
Yeah, Tatis, right as he hits the ball, is taken off out of the box. Right here, he knows immediately. Head down, going to take a perfect play, perfect throw, and it almost happened.
Career high 32 stolen bases for Tatis last year. He's the tying run at first, taking a good lead, not running, and a healthy cut and a miss. Yeah. Swung so hard his hand came off of the bat with Marte.
Bottom hand usually is not the one that comes off the bat, and that's the one that did on that swing.
Getting up into the range that Mark DeRosa was talking about for Paul Skeens, but the bullpen still relatively quiet down there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just now, Tyler Rogers has started to get loose. He's one of the new additions to Team USA's bullpen. They added a few guys over the weekend. Rogers, Tim Hill, Will Vest, Jeff Hoffman. Tatis leaning again, but not running. Line drive, base hit left center field. PCA cuts it off. Tatis hangs on.
Wow, I thought Tatis easily had third base right there.
He's maybe got PTSD.
Maybe.
Cut down by Judge earlier.
That's shocking there, because that ball and that angle for the throw was going to be really difficult to wheel around and throw to third.
And there'd be more value in him getting there here than there was when he got thrown out by Judge when there were 2 outs.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's going to do it for Skeens. The Dominican fans realize what this means. The American ace leaves the mound. And the Dominicans are going to say anybody but Paul Skeens.
Great football is back. It's the UFL kickoff on Fox. Here we go. Friday, March 27th. It starts with a bang as the perennial powerhouse Birmingham Stallions take on the newcomer Louisville Kings. With new teams and new rules.
UFL is a testing lab for the future of football.
This is Football Reimagined. The UFL kickoff begins Friday, March 27th and continues Saturday and Sunday on Fox and ESPN.
All right, Fox Saturday Night Baseball is back. Fans are back. Celebrations are back. Players are back, doing 17 things before every pitch. We say it's a long season and lose our minds by the 3rd inning. It's superstars climbing the wall, while the rest of us strain for the remote. And Saturday night, that's locked in. Same night every week. No thinking required. You bring the couch. We'll bring the drama. Baseball Night in America. Only on Fox.
Oh, we got trouble! Oh.
Captain's Log star date this Wednesday. Masked singers have taken the Enterprise. Sensors detect a double elimination.
What?
Then, on Fear Factor House of Fear semifinals.
Learn to love getting electrocuted.
The Fear Final 6 are in for a shock.
2 of you will go home.
Not happy about it.
And 1 goes down hard.
Oh, my God.
Only Fear Factor House of Fear after The Masked Singer Wednesday on Fox.
The Fox Nation Spring Sale, a time for new beginnings and new journeys.
From her enemies.
Fox Nation is the home of RAF with big matches every month.
Let's go, baby.
The Fox Nation Spring Sale. Sign up today for just $2.99 a month.
Well, Skeens runs into a bit of a wall there after the 3rd inning. There's 12 pitches per inning the first 3, but the Dominicans run the pitch count way up, and so he's out after 4 1/3 with runners at 1st and 2nd and 1 gone here in the 5th. Tyler Rogers comes in, and you cannot swing further from one end of the
in the game, and I know we got Soto at the plate, so I don't think they'll be too aggressive, but the best time to steal a base is when a reliever first comes in the game with traffic.
Rogers to Soto. Out and away for a ball. Yes, that is an 82-mile-per-hour fastball.
And it's one of the lowest release points you'll ever see. I mean, he's scraping the ground and really trying to create an illusion to the hitter.
Bouncing ball towards the middle. Went to the bag. Off balance. Throw for a double play. Got it on the ground and got two. Tyler Rogers, welcome to Team USA.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis? With fewer symptoms from moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, where would you go? Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible. And for adults with active psoriatic arthritis, Tremfya goes beyond the skin. Less joint pain, stiffness, and swelling is possible. And Tremfya even reduced fatigue. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
The Fox Nation Spring Sale, a time for new beginnings and new journeys.
I took an oath to defend Israel from her enemies.
Fox Nation is the home of RAF with big matches every month.
Let's go, baby.
The Fox Nation Spring Sale. Sign up today for just $2.99 a month.
What is the dumbest thing you've ever wasted money on?
I was paying for 2 subscriptions over like 3 years.
That's like $1,400,000. How'd you figure that out?
I saw an app that shows you all the monthly subscriptions you have and how much you're paying.
So what'd you do then? Just like call and cancel, or?
I have a phobia of making calls, so absolutely I did not do that. The app, you can cancel the app.
What is the app called?
Rocket Money.
I've been saving for my first house for years, but to get the best mortgage rate, I want to keep improving my credit. With Chime Card, I can build credit safely, earn cash back, and grow my score with monthly bills. My score's up 80 points, and my first home is in sight. Start banking fee-free at Chime.
In a pinch? Need cash fast? Bridget's got your back. Get $25 to $250 instantly. No credit check, no interest, no late fees. Download Bridget for free today.
Well, the Venezuelans clear the path. The defending champion Japan is finished. And 2 of the 3 teams that have won face off right here trying to get to the championship game. Dominicans won it in 2013. The U.S. in 2017. Braziban misses inside to Will Smith. And a 2-1 game here in the 6th. 3 solo home runs accounting for the scoring.
There has been counterpunch, counterpunch, counterpunch. Who's going to deliver the big blow? The game of separation right now, 1 run that really, when you think of the chances of scoring, each team done a nice job getting the other one out of trouble.
Will Smith had a bunch of big blows for the Dodgers in the World Series run last year. None bigger than the game winner in the 11th inning. Anthony and Terang to follow. Braziban's 2-1. Smith hooks it foul. Good problem for Mark DeRosa to have, choosing between the 2 catchers. He's gone back and forth between Cal Raleigh and Will Smith. Raleigh hitless so far and said his swing is just not in a great place. Often isn't at this time of year. If they get to the championship game, it's then going to be who has played best to that point that Mark DeRosa was going to choose to start. Down in a high pitch. 1 gone in the 6th. And it brings up Roman Anthony, who's got 1 of the 2 home runs for Team USA. Here's our player profile, sponsored by AT&T. Youngest player on the roster, 21 years old. Go-ahead shot in the 4th, his 2nd home run of the tournament.
And they gave him the rookie treatment. They had him doing all kinds of things. Well, he has delivered. He's become a veteran on the spot with all the, really with not a lot of experience, but man, oh man, he plays like he sure does have it.
Bryce Harper said, "Hey kid, we need some music. Go get us a speaker." But not just any speaker. Mark DeRosa described it as a 1,000-pound speaker that he's responsible not just for buying, but making sure it gets lugged around so they can have their music. 1-1 to Anthony. Swing and a miss. 1-2 out in front of the changeup. He has been in the hip pocket of Aaron Judge. Yankees, Red Sox getting along. Only in the World Baseball Classic. Guided by their nation's colors here. 1-2. Here comes Brazoban. It's in there. Strike 3. Sinker dives back to the inside edge. 2 out.
This is a great pitch. Look at the movement and the late inside part of the plate. Called strike 3.
Price to ring now. And time is called. Talking about Brazoban, how long it took him to get to the major leagues. Part of it was he wasn't pitching very well, but part of it was he had used his younger brother's name to get 2 years and be a more attractive prospect, and then they found out about that. So visa issues for years as he would try to come back from the Dominican Republic to start his seasons. And when he went to the Mets a few years back, they went out of their way to help him sort those out, basically get that file closed so he doesn't have to deal with the problems when he's going back and forth. So that's been put to bed. He's established himself as a nice piece.
Well, in the beginning, I felt like the team that would put the ball and play more was going to win this game, and that hasn't been proving to be true so far. 10 strikeouts by the USA team, but 2 home runs has got that slim lead.
Big swing and a miss from Terrain. Comes in leading Team USA, hitting .476. 0 for 2 in the semi. Down 0-2 here.
Man, he looked good. Really good on the mound.
And he stays that way, pulling the string and a changeup and striking out the side.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Southwest boarding begins now.
Oh no. Group C.
Thought you checked us in last night.
Well, I was a minute late.
I can't have a middle seat. Just hurry up.
We gotta sit together!
No, move it faster!
It's pandemonium!
Act natural.
Is this seat taken?
You gotta ask him.
I am not sitting in a middle seat! Get out of the way!
Let's go!
You installed this?
Even had a few screws left over.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you can get quality and savings.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Won't you fly free bird, yeah.
Where are they going?
Beer run?
The game summary is sponsored by Capital One. I know it doesn't have the big swings back and forth like last night's game, but this has been tight and tense and crisp.
Oh, it has. I mean, you could just sense the crowd waiting to explode. Each team had huge moments. And this is the way I thought, honestly, whether it was 7-6 or 2-1, I thought the game was going to be this way the entire way. And now it's going to come down to the bullpen for the USA to execute perfectly because there's not much room for error at this point.
And the newest pitcher to come out of that bullpen is Griffin Jacks, who has not pitched since Monday. He had former Air Force Academy cadet Paul Skeen start the game. Griffin Jacks went all the way through, graduated from the Air Force Academy, and is a captain in the Air Force Reserves, but a pretty darn good pitcher in the major leagues as well. Going last year from the Twins to the Rays. And he's going to have to be at the top of his game, John. He's got Guerrero, Machado, Caminero.
Yeah, he relies heavily on that breaking ball. And there's changeup.
Guerrero doubled his last time. Takes in the dirt for ball one. Home run of this game for the Dominicans, coming on a Caminero home run in the second. This is a team that averaged 10 runs per game coming in. Oh, pitching staffs against these loaded lineups. Really impressive. Guerrero takes a perfect pitch.
Now at that height, Guerrero didn't like the call. Has such awareness of the strike zone at that height. That breaking ball needs to start at that height if you got any chance to get him to fish.
Slash to right center field. Pico Armstrong gliding to the track. He's there. Makes it look easy. One gone in the sixth inning. Manny Machado had to be having flashbacks when he saw Julio Rodriguez rob that home run in center field tonight. These teams faced off in the quarterfinals in San Diego in 2017, and it was Adam Jones with a home run robbery as Team USA went on to win the whole thing. Tonight, Julio Rodriguez taking a home run away from Aaron Judge. Of course, it was Machado you saw in that shot that hit that ball that Jones brought back. Inside, ball one from Jax. Machado is going into his 15th major league season. More than half of his career will be in San Diego once this year is complete. His 8th season with the Padres coming up. Wraps it on the ground to short. Backhand whip from the outfield press. Oh, BB for out number 2.
I think he took just a little extra second to show off that arm, by the way. His dad, of course, a former Major League Baseball pitcher. Probably says, yeah, that's where he's got that fastball from. This right here is just a cannon.
Seen him make a bunch of these plays in the Classic. Yeah, Dad taking credit for the arms. I don't know where he got the rest of it from. Diving plays, the home runs, but yeah, that's from me. 2 outs. Caminero. Line drive center field, hangs up for Pico Armstrong, and Griffin Jax. 7 pitches to retire the heart of the order in order.
Every legend starts somewhere, not in the spotlight, but in the work. It starts here, dialing in your swing, leveling up your look. Then it clicks. You're locked in. From repping your country on the world stage to building a ball club. It's your journey, your moment, your show. Make your mark. Become a legend.
New Skechers AeroBurst, running shoes that push the laws of aerodynamics. It all starts with Skechers HyperBurst technology, supercritical foam that gives AeroBurst unbelievable response and propulsion, plus a carbon-infused H-plate that returns more energy. Skechers AeroBurst.
Forget the warm-up. DirecTV got hot. They're on fire with more MLB games than anyone. Welcome to the big leagues, kid.
How old are you?
11.
None of this was imaginable 30 years ago.
Gonzaga's like a family. We're beating teams 30, 40 every night.
It's one of the greatest stories in sports.
You could spend all night checking every receipt and coding every expense. Or you could let Ramp do it. Close the books without the busy work. Ramp. Love finance.
Could you please submit your expenses today?
You could keep reminding your coworkers to submit their expenses. Or you could let Ramp do it. Never chase a receipt again. Ramp. Love finance.
don't know who can clean this? Thumbtack knows. Get recommendations for every kind of home project. Hire the right pro today.
Show your country pride at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic World Baseball Classic jerseys, caps, t-shirts, and more over at MLBshop.com, the official source for all your World Baseball Classic gear. Derek Skubal has rejoined Team USA to be in the dugout for this semifinal. He hopes for the championship game as well. Skubal started one of the games of pool play before going back to the Tigers. Skeens tonight, his second start of the Classic, going 4 1/3. It's been the bullpen from there. 2-1 game. Into the top of the 7th inning, and this is Abner Uribe, the Milwaukee Brewers, to face Pete Crow Armstrong. Uribe's nasty.
He is way nasty. I know he, coming in this game, I think was the only reliever to give up some runs for the Dominican team, but what an arm.
PCA sends a fly ball to center field. Rodriguez won't have to work quite as hard for this one. One gone in the 7th. The United States would love some insurance going into the late innings.
Tremendous movement on that sinker that gets it off the barrel of the bat. This kind of hitter, Bobby, he's due.
First pitch from Uribe. Sizzles in there. Strike one. 98-mile-per-hour sinker. You know, the United States offense has been more in fits and starts throughout the World Baseball Classic. And again, a lot of those come in the first 2 games against Brazil and Great Britain. Only 2 of them tonight, but the pitching holding down this Dominican lineup. The 2 so far has been enough, and this has been the workhorse for Team USA. For Bednar, this would be a 4th appearance in 6 games. You have the off day tomorrow, so if they win this game, still going to have everybody available for the championship. Rich down on strikes for the 3rd time. Well, since the 2 home runs in the 4th inning for Team USA, they're 1 for their last 11. Harper. 1 for 3. Has a double in this game. A 1 from Uribe. Both these teams, bad tastes in their mouth in 2023. Team USA that close against Japan. So the pain that comes with getting so close, pushing the boulder up the mountain, but not being able to finish it. For Team Dominican Republic, they got eliminated in pool play, which is unthinkable for that baseball-loving country.
Yeah, almost flukish, right? Yeah. I mean, that'll drive you if you got to wait 3 years.
Stu. Off the end of the bat, hooked on the ground to a backhanded glove. Marte flips it on to first and completes a 1-2-3-7 for Uribe. We stretch in a 2-1 game.
Fox Sports is proud to bring you this She's a Hero moment.
To be on ski patrol, you have to be a certain type of person. We describe this job as others before self. Nothing's like ski patrol.
We have to be prepared for anything and everything that this mountain throws at us.
In this dynamic environment, it takes a lot of fortitude, especially in the avalanche rescue world. We really go that extra mile to truly dig in. We're adventure athletes, but also first responders. If you can see her, you can be her.
For years, Mike's worn a baseball cap to hide his thinning hair, which makes everyone think he's good at baseball. He's terrible. But since choosing Nutrafol to help him grow visibly thicker, fuller hair, he's on track for a comeback. Just not one that involves baseball. Hats off to you, Mike. Hats off to you.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Welcome back to the 2026 World Baseball Classic on FS1, presented by Capital One. 2-1, 3 solo shots in this game. To the bottom of the 7th we go. Griffin Jacks had that lightning quick inning, but as throughout the night, U.S. defense has been exceptional behind the plate.
Yeah, it's been outstanding. They have risen to the occasion, made some nice plays. Again, keeping the traffic off the bases, not creating any extra rallies, because as soon as the inning starts, the crowd sees it as a rally, and they're just waiting for that.
Well, it looked like Team Canada was going to have that big moment against David Bednar, who comes into the game here. They had second and third, nobody out in the 7th inning. Bednar was able to get out of that jam, and the most used reliever for Mark DeRosa so far still has not given anything up.
Fastball, curveball, splitter, and he's going to come after you with 97 miles an hour and then use his off speed and change of speed to mess you up.
Bottom of the order, but it's all relative. Still a bunch of superstars. Julio Rodriguez leads off. First pitch from Bednar. In there for a strike, started him with a splitter. Too close for comfort for the U.S. 1-run game in the 7th. 0-2. Julio Rodriguez going into his 5th major league season. He represented hope for the Mariners and right away delivered, getting them to the postseason for the first time in 2 decades in his Rookie of the Year campaign. At the same time, success brings expectations. The big contract that he signed heightens those, and so it's been a bit of a complicated ride the last few years. Very up and down. This is still an electric player that when he's right is as good as anybody. Reaches out and flips one into shallow left field. Witt is under it for the first out of the 7th.
That's the wrong guy to be messing with on this team. Keep it away from shortstop.
Tonight hadn't been too many good spots to go after on that defense. Lineup known for its bats. But more about the gloves in this semi. Austin Wells, after his 7th inning walk-off home run, mercy rule win against Korea, is 0 for 2 tonight, but he sends this one to right center field, and Aaron Judge isn't going to get there. Wells into second with a 1-out double. Tying run in scoring position for the Dominican Republic.
He hit this one perfectly in between Judge and Armstrong, and that ball just gets over the head, and that's saying something when it gets over the head of Aaron Judge.
The motion spills out of Wells. Gerardo Perdomo, the 9-hitter, but one of the best clutch hitters in the league last year. Perdomo hit .330 with runners in scoring position. After a game-winning hit, they asked him about it, and he said, "My blood is like a frog, cold." Clutch Perdomo. Takes a strike 1-1. They call him the Frogman now because of how good he is in these spots. David Bednar finds himself in a familiar situation. Pressure on 7th inning. His 1-1 pitch to Perdomo is pop foul. Strike 2.
you get so used to seeing a regular lineup, and I would say on average this has got to be the deepest the outfielders have ever played on a consistent basis, because you've got to respect the power of the entire lineup. Typically you're going to have one side of the outfield playing in, but not against the Dominican.
2-2. Bullpen quiet. Bednar's taken over for this 7th. He's home with a 2-2 pitch. Perdomo laces a base at the center. Wells went back. Was unsure if that ball was going to get over Bobby Witt, and the way Witt's played, you don't blame him for being so, but he has to stop at third, and the tying run still 90 feet away.
Well, he said he's clutch, and he went with the pitch. And to your point, Wells had to be absolutely sure, and that's what cost him the chance of scoring. He just talked about how deep the outfield has to play, but another tangled web here for Bednar.
Tatis has a hype man. Caminero. Tatis has about 30,000 hype men and women. Tying run at third. One gone in the 7th. Strike one. There goes Perdomo. Tatis swings and misses. Go-ahead run into scoring position with one away.
And that was a great move. Now puts the pressure on Team USA. They've got to bring the infield in, although be it with 2 strikes.
Holes get a little bit bigger for Tatis. The DR looking for the lead in the 7th. Bednar deals. Got him! Tatis is out number 2.
We've had 2 moments, Aaron Judge and now Tatis, with an opportunity for contact with less than 2 outs, and give the pitcher some credit. I mean, they have made huge pitches to 2 great hitters that could not put the ball in play.
Yeah, it was Severino that did it to Judge in the 3rd inning, 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. And now it's Bednar against Tatis, so it's up to Marte. Strike one. David Bednar just doesn't feel right until he's got his back against the wall, huh?
I guess not.
Hey.
So far, he is pitching his way out of some tough situations.
On an 0-1, Marte swings and misses, and it's 0-2. Just powered a fastball by him. The 0-2 fouls it back. Sticking with the hard stuff. Double from Wells and a single from Perdomo.
There's going to be some emotion one way or another here, either by Team USA or Team Dominican.
Another 0-2 pitch taken high. Looks like something is about to snap. Tying run at 3rd, go ahead run at 2nd. Time taken by Marte. Two hits in this game for the Diamondbacks second baseman. This his double play partner that stands at second base as the go-ahead run. The 1-2 pitch. Bednar gets out of it. And a escape artist for Team USA.
Movies?
No.
Ferris wheel?
No.
$1 a day.
Buster. What the fun? Hey, I'm about to smoke you like a ham. Fun, yeah!
We need that.
Unlimited play for just $1 a day. Only at Dave & Buster's.
At Wayfair, delivery and setup can be as easy as, well, doing nothing.
That was fast.
Room of choice delivery and fast expert setup.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Never run from what I'm faced with. Came out the basement, young, strong, and courageous. That's how I made it.
Rated E for everyone.
From the WBC to all the spring training games, we've got you covered. You can get personalized highlights and push notifications just for you. Download the MLB app, the #1 app for live baseball. Second time in the last 2 appearances, David Bednar has second and third, less than 2 outs, and gets out of it. Team USA still in front as Sir Anthony Dominguez comes on to pitch.
Another hard throwing, sometimes command. Again, you see the walks to the strikeouts. But man, oh man, the opportunities that have been thwarted with less than 2 outs. That will not, if these two teams played 7 games in a row, you're not going to see that too many more times. Like, you're just not. With these lineups, you're going to see those guys are going to put the ball in play. They haven't tonight, though.
One of these teams averaged 8 runs per game. One of them averaged 10 runs per game. Aaron Judge fouls back the first one from Dominguez, but it's been about the pitching. It's been about the defense tonight. And somehow we have a 2-1 score in the 8th inning. The last time we all saw Sir Anthony Dominguez, he was getting out of that 10th inning jam in the World Series Game 7. Dodgers won it in the 11th, heavily used in the postseason by the Blue Jays, and whatever team he's been on, somebody that has been big in the playoffs. He's got a 1.86 career playoff ERA. Heads over to the Chicago White Sox this year.
Such a good breaking ball and splitter, not to mention 97+ mile-an-hour fastball.
Judge, Schwarber, and Henderson. How much do you think Mark DeRosa is praying for a run? Make him breathe a little easier here. Judge is down swinging. Elevated splitter, but he swings through it. And these WBC managing jobs are tough. You got guys who in a lot of cases have not managed. This is their first chance to do it. And it's got more hurdles to it than your average major league game. And that's not even to talk about the fact that every game is so dang important. Every game feels like a playoff game.
Well, no one knows the behind-the-scenes limitations and conversations. Because it just doesn't work in a smooth way. And so you take what you have and do the best you can with it. and probably have to eat a lot of crow along the way because every single person is going to second guess everything.
So if you're a major league manager, you got to answer to 1 or 2 people. If you are a WBC manager, you got to answer to 30 different clubs who all rightfully want to protect their players. Schwarber takes a strike, 1-1.
This had to be a cross-up. It's like, what?
Wells looking out there.
Was setting up for a breaking ball, and he didn't get it.
Schwarber takes the ball, 2-1. Mark DeRosa's second World Baseball Classic as the manager. He said that he hadn't wanted something so bad in a long time. He wears it. As it takes him back to the must-win games that he played in his 16 seasons in the major leagues. Some of those came with the manager on the other side. He was traded to the Cardinals, was DeRosa, in 2009 when Albert Pujols was in the middle of his 3rd MVP season. And those guys have remained close. Schwarber takes the walk. He's on with 1 out. In fact, one of the first calls DeRosa got after Team USA beat Canada the other night was from Albert Pujols. Here's Gunnar Henderson.
I got to experience that for a couple months over there and see Albert up close. What a man. I'd rather see him up close on the same team than try to pitch against him, because that didn't go well.
He gets you just once, though.
Yeah, just one time he got me that wasn't a home run. 3 times he got me that was a home run.
The just once was the single. Okay. 1 on 1 out. Gunnar Henderson tied this game with a home run in the 4th. 2 batters later, Roman Anthony hit a home run of his own, and that's the scoring. Ernie Clements pinch running for Schwarber. Strike 1 from Dominguez. DeRosa said about a week into his time with the Cardinals, they were playing in Cincinnati. They were down 3 in the top of the 9th inning. And Tony La Russa had the closer up, and he's thinking, what are we doing? We're down 3. Albert Pujols comes up and hits a grand slam. They all knew it was coming. Grand slam, closer in, game over, Cardinals win.
He's one of the greatest hitters of all time.
Well, 700 home runs.
People forget how unbelievable defense he was at first base. He covered, well, he covered half the field.
Yeah.
Like he took away more hits because he was so aggressive and athletic over there. And
the machine eligible for the Hall of Fame in 2028. It won't take any time once he is. 2-2 on Gunnar Henderson. For the Dominican Republic in the bottom of the 8th inning, Juan Soto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Manny Machado. Really doesn't matter where in the lineup they're coming up. It's going to make you say, uh-oh. Can the U.S. get some insurance? Breathe a little bit easier. Here's a 2-2. Henderson hits it on the ground to second. Marte to second, 1. Perdomo to first. A double play. The Dominican bullpen continues to shine. Can those big-time bats that have been unstoppable coming in get things going? Just the Caminero home run. Running out of chances. Down to their last 6 outs. Winner to the championship game.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back.
Break away to what's possible with Tremfya.
The only IL-23 blocker for Crohn's and UC to offer self-administration from the start.
With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and even 2 years.
Some had visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya.
Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Cars are cool. Rental cars are not cool. Cars can come in all shapes and sizes. Rental cars are mid-sized or similar. Cars are all about the details. Rental cars are also about the details. It's cool when you can pick the exact car you want and pick it up exactly where you want, like here, or even way out here, but never here. No one wants to be here. You want to be here. Turo. Rent a car, not a rental car.
Hang on a second. Curl me for that ultra? Curl you? So smooth. Yes, it is.
We can't hire you right now, but we'll keep you in mind.
You'll keep me in mind.
It's a good day for a good deal at Outback. Get down under favourites like the Aussie 3-course starting at $14.99. Any reason is a good reason to celebrate at Outback.
Tonight's rewarding performance is sponsored by Capital One. Team USA's pitching staff, which had given up more home runs than any staff in the World Baseball Classic coming in, has given up just 1 run tonight to this dominant Dominican lineup. Started with Paul Skeens. Bullpen has carried it from there. Here to the 8th inning with 3, 4, and 5 are coming up against Garrett Whitlock.
Well, Whitlock is nasty. A lot of guys are nasty in this game, but they have to be really, really good against these next 3 hitters. And so far, so good for Team USA in facing Guerrero with not a lot of traffic on the bases.
And Mark DeRosa managing it more traditionally here. Instead of firing Mason Miller, who is his closer, who is his top reliever here at the part of the order in Soto, Guerrero, Machado, he goes with Whitlock and has Miller for the 9th inning. So here we go in a 2-1 game. First pitch to Soto is in the dirt for ball 1. Couple defensive changes. Pete Crow Armstrong has moved over to left field. Byron Buxton is in center, so you can put Buxton in the 7th spot in the order. He'll be due up 2nd in the 9th. That's for Roman Anthony. Soto fouls it off, and it's 1-1. Whitlock as dominant as any reliever in the American League as last season went on. Clear of an injury that had to miss almost a full season the year before. Pops the mitt. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got that hitch. Hides the ball pretty good, but he's funky.
Here he comes with a 1-2. And he strikes out Soto. Drops the slider to the knees for the first out of the 8th.
This breaking ball is below the zone, and Soto was letting him know that.
Now Vlad Jr. Will Smith does his best to frame that one for the home plate umpire Corey Blazer. Rings up Soto. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Guerrero's 1 for 3. And the Blue Jays want it up. Guy Dominican wants up, but he waves and misses, and it's 1-2. Whitlock has that slider dialed.
I'm just telling you, like, one guy's going to come in after him, throw 100, 102. He doesn't need different weapons to get you out. That sinker, slider, changeup, breaking ball, curve ball, sinker at 95.
He's had Guerrero's number. Vlad is 1 for 8. 4 strikeouts against Garrett Whitlock. Tying run at the plate, 1 gone, 8th inning. 2-2 pitch. Checks his swing, and he goes full. Didn't need to check down to first. He shouted to let us know. Payoff. First WBC for Vlad. Something his dad never got to do. Hall of Famer Vladimir Guerrero said he regretted that. Encouraged Vlad Jr. to do it. Grounds this one back to Whitlock. Over to first, 2 out.
Beautiful thing about Whitlock is he's not like your traditional relievers that throw hard and falls all over the place. He falls in a good, his mechanics give him a defensive ability to field the ball up the middle. It's like an extra infielder that doesn't exist that much in our game with the mechanics of trying to throw the ball so hard.
Up to Manny Machado. How about Garrett Whitlock, this U.S. pitching staff tonight? Machado's 1 for 3. Single in the 4th. U.S. staff has taken the air out of this building. As loud as any place you're ever going to find that Caminero home run. Really throughout this tournament for the Dominican Republic, but a hush has fallen over. There's tension and now a hush. The 1-0 pitch. Not close. Ball and a strike. Well, plenty of tension. Strike 2. Gets 2 chases from Machado, who has never faced Whitlock. That's a rarity in this matchup because all these guys, longtime big leaguers. The 1-2 pitch.
Forward one more. You can try to chase it, get him to chase one more time on that same, but have it on the outer third part of the plate. Make it look like a strike longer than that last one.
Got him! Garrett Whitlock mows down the heart of the order. Has them crossing their arms saying, whoa.
Tropical mi ritmo, lleno de sabor. Tropical mi gente, tropical soy yo. Pintura tropical, pinta mi vida. De los colores, de la alegría. Pintura tropical, pinta mi mundo. De aquellas cosas que yo amo tanto. Pintura tropical.
Vive la magia tropical.
Nací con el bate en las manos y grandes sueños por cumplir. Y aunque el camino no siempre es fácil, la actitud y esa sonrisa que nos distingue es la que me lleva para adelante. Demostrando que somos una isla que nunca se rinde. Porque aunque nos lancen vida de curvas, los dominicanos la sacamos del estadio.
Este inning llega gracias a Pinturas Tropical.
Viene a lanzar Camilo Doval por la República Dominicana, nuevo lanzador.
Nuevo lanzador 511, tu nuevo número de fial, RT Fial.
Doval deberá enfrentar en este episodio por los Estados Unidos a Anthony y Turán. Ya se anunció la asistencia, 36.337 personas están en las gradas del Loan Depot Park, que bueno recordar, tiene menos capacidad ahora que hace 2 años. Se le quitaron algunos asientos ahí para generar nuevas áreas de lujo, nuevos boxes, nuevas áreas de lounge. Ahí están las repeticiones de estos últimos outs que ha estado sacando el conjunto de Estados Unidos. Una gran labor de su bullpen, incluyendo los outs por la vía del ponche, donde ha habido 4 ponches, 5 al menos en los últimos 7 outs.
Así que vamos al noveno. Camilo Doval viene aquí a lanzar por el equipo de República Dominicana. Ya es el 7º lanzador.
Tienen los datos en los 2 episodios que ha lanzado. Hombre, de una gran bola rápida, ¿eh?
Yo lo reloj. Sigue una bola para Will Smith, quien es el bateador de turno.
A partir de este 12 de abril, en el mes de tu cumpleaños, acude a cualquier centro de celulación y saca tu nueva cédula.
Smith lleva de 3-1 en el partido. Se lo informa a Parval, expertos en inversión. Conectó hit al derecho en el segundo, fly al izquierdo en el cuarto, punch en el sexto. Detrás, Roman Anthony al círculo de espera de Farma Extra, un amor único por cada dominicano. Camilo Doval le canta en el segundo, en la esquina de afuera, o el primero más bien, 2-1 la cuenta para Smith.
Así como hoy apoyamos con orgullo a nuestra selección en el Clásico Mundial de Béisbol, preparémonos para otro gran momento del deporte. Del 24 de julio al 8 de agosto, la República Dominicana será sede de los Juegos Centroamericanos y del Caribe Santo Domingo 2026. Apoyemos a nuestros atletas. Juntos haremos historia.
Monteo en 3-1 en el noveno. Junior Caminero, Julio Rodríguez y Austin Wells. Foul hacia atrás, 3-2.
No bates de foul y domina el terreno como el verdadero rey. Whisky King's Pride. No te ponches en la cocina. Usa el aceite del gallo refinado, más claro y saludable. Tus comidas merecen lo mejor.
Esa recta tipo que usa Doval desafiando a Smith, que dio ese foul hacia atrás.
Strike cantado, el tercero le dio el picheo en la esquina de adentro, ponchado Smith para el primer out del inning.
No te ponches, aquí se verte y se ensucia sin miedo, pero tranquilo, que Brillante Sport se encarga del resto. Cuidado para tu ropa deportiva y limpieza profunda, como la emoción de este partido. Grupo Punta Cana, transformando sueños en realidades sostenibles.
Byron Boston, que había entrado a jugar defensa en lugar de Roman Anthony, es el bateador de turno.
Palo, palo y palo, invictos y más que eso, invencibles, porque somos de Banreservas, el banco de todos los dominicanos.
Siguiendo su primer turno, Byron Boston. 2-0 la cuenta. Bryce Durham en el círculo de espera de Farma Extra, un amor único por cada dominicano. Tiene de 5-0 en el clásico con una remolcada. Te informa Parvales en inversión. El cuarto partido entre República Dominicana y Estados Unidos de por vida en clásico. Un foul hacia atrás.
Vive la emoción del clásico y siente el power que solo los dominicanos sabemos vivir, porque cuando la pasión se comparte, se disfruta el doble con la Double Box, llena de todo lo que te encara, para disfrutar la pelota en grande. Este clásico, vívelo con Pizza Hut.
Ahí vieron a Mason Miller calentando en el bullpen de los norteamericanos.
En 2-1 la cuenta. Le canta en el segundo. Y la verdad que siempre tiene esa zona grande, porque ha dado unos picheos ahora
en la otra acera.
Sí, del otro lado. 2-2 el conteo para Boston. El ganador de este juego va a la final el martes a las 8. Contra el que gane este lunes a las 8 entre Italia y Venezuela. El foul por el lado derecho.
Con Wendy's, el clásico se disfruta en grande, porque cuando el dominicano juega, se siente el power. Y ese power se alimenta con la Biggie Bag Classic de Wendy's. Este clásico, vívelo a lo Biggie, con Wendy's.
Ya Venezuela y República Dominicana aseguran su participación en los Juegos Olímpicos de Los Ángeles 2028.
Strike tirándole al tercero, ponchado Boston. 2 out.
No te ponches, aquí se juega fuerte y se ensucia sin miedo, pero tranquilo, que Brillante Sport se encarga del resto. Cuidado para tu ropa y limpieza profunda, como la emoción de este partido. Grupo Punta Cana, transformando sueños en realidades sostenibles.
Las 3 carreras del partido, honrones solitarios.
Bryce Durant es el bateador de turno.
A partir de este 12 de abril, en el mes de tu cumpleaños, acude a cualquier centro de cedulación y saca tu nueva cédula. No bates de foul y prende el terreno con Inspray Canel.
Y la diferencia del juego fue el jonrón de Roman Anthony a Gregory Soto, apenas la segunda carrera limpia que permite el bullpen. Ha sido algo impresionante. Comenzamos hoy con solamente una carrera en 22 entradas y 2 tercios. Y 21 ponches. Está en el serio de la cuenta para Durant.
No te ponches en la cocina. Usa el aceite El Gallo refinado, más claro y saludable. Tus comidas merecen lo mejor.
Preparado el derecho Camilo Doval. Sultan dice que no pasó el bate. Cuenta en 1 y 2 para Durant. Detrás está Pete Crow Armstrong. En el círculo de espera de Farma Extra, un amor uno por cada dominicano.
Mucha gente apostaba y ahí están muchos escritos en las redes. Que cuando King saliera, pues, el juego se iba a abrir, ¿no? Iba a haber muchas carreras. Envasamos la gente, sobre todo los episodios del medio. Ahora, crédito a esa defensa de los Estados Unidos. Grandes jugadas impidieron que eso pasara.
Por primera la tomó Brad y pisó. Terminó la entrada. Vamos al noveno, señores. Este es el momento. Junior Caminero, Julio Rodríguez y Austin Wells. Gana Estados Unidos 2-1.
Ya me suscribí, Manuel Acosta. Hola. Venezuela versus USA final. Desde Filadelfia.
Llena de velocidad y adrenalina.
¡Qué rebase de lo mejor que he visto!
Donde los mejores pilotos del mundo se enfrentan en un circuito desafiante.
¿Qué te digo, papá? ¡Mira campeón!
Sigue cada vuelta y vive toda la pasión de la MotoGP. Toda la temporada en vivo por Fox Deportes.
La Liga Mexicana del Fútbol Femenil está más fuerte que nunca.
Fútbol con alma, sin medida.
Cada jornada llena de duelos intensos.
¡Golazo!
Rivalidades legendarias. 18 equipos. Las máximas goleadoras buscando alcanzar la gloria.
El balón entra con fuego y con alma.
Esto es la Liga MX Femenil. Vive toda la temporada en vivo por Fox Deportes.
Llega la parte baja de la novena entrada. Los de casa, los de República Dominicana están en desventaja. Estados Unidos ganando 2-1. Está buscando lograr esos 3 y más difíciles outs. Estados Unidos, República Dominicana viene con un Junior Caminero que hizo lo que para muchos es imposible, conectarle cuadrangular a un Paul Skeens. Es la única carrera que ha podido anotar esta gran alineación poderosa que conecta, que pone la bola en juego. Gran labor en el montículo por parte de los Estados Unidos. Y es Mason Miller que viene a lanzar fuego, reemplazando a Garrett Whitlock.
Vaya, sino recta de 102 millas por hora. Y por si fuera poco, tiene un slider bien nasty. Y un cambio que te lo tira 92, pero después de tirarte 102, o sea, parece mucho más lento.
De foul hacia donde estamos nosotros. Abanica, es a 102 millas por hora. Le subió una rayita después de una recta por el mismo medio a 101 millas por hora. Le envía otra, 102 millas por hora que no logra alcanzar Caminero. Se prepara. Miller. Batazo de foul. A las gradas por el jardín derecho. Con vida, Caminero. Conteo 0 bola, 2 strikes. Fuera, se poncha abanicando el tiro de Will Smith para asegurar ese out en primera base. Cae el out número 25. A 2 outs Estados Unidos para pasar a la final nuevamente del Clásico Mundial.
Eso no se vale, Carlitos. Después de tirarte 102 millas por hora, te tira ese capitán Garfio ahí que pega antes del home plate y es muy difícil parar el swing.
A 87 millas por hora. Julio Rodríguez. Una bola adentro. Tiene que salir de la caja de bateo. Una bola, 0 strike. Se prepara Miller. Nuevamente adentro, muy similar la anterior. 2 bolas, 0 strike. Preparándose en el círculo, espera O'Neill. Ventaja total para Julio Rodríguez. No quiere entrar en la zona de strike. Miller. Después de 2 sliders, una recta adentro también. Cae. El primer strike.
Aquí le encantaría poder envasarse de cualquier forma.
cerrada, corrió muy bien, 6-3, avanzó Julio a tercera, 2 out.
Ese jugador llegó seguro con Ármalo Tú de la Colonial, tu seguro de auto en 5 minutos. No dejes que te hagan out. Grupo Punta Cana, transformando sueños en realidades sostenibles. Little Caesar, 10 años crazy por RD, crazy por la pelota y crazy por la pizza.
Es out, sí, pero qué fácil hace con esa gran zancada. Un hombre de 6'7" de estatura, imagínate tú, corriendo hacia la inicial con esa velocidad que puede generar. Así que segundo out, hombre en tercera, todo o nada, con Gerardo Perdomo con el chance de por lo menos extender el partido.
Gerardo Perdomo. Alta la primera mala, es el bateador de turno.
Palo, palo y palo, invictos y más que eso, invencibles, porque somos de aquí. Banreservas, el banco de todos los dominicanos.
Vamos, Perdomo. Tiene un hit en 2 turnos. Se le informa a Parval. Expertos en inversión le cantaron el primero. La cuenta ahora en 1-1. Mira cómo ha estado el equipo. Las primeras 27 apariciones, 8 hits, 2 ponches. Después no han conectado de hit con 5 ponches. 1-1 la cuenta. Le cantan el segundo. Dejó pasar esa recta ahora. Gerardo Perdomo, la cuenta en 1-2. Todo el mundo está de pie. Aquí también el país, todo el mundo de pie. Está el empate en tercera en las piernas de Julio Rodríguez. Mason Miller contra Perdomo. Ya se prepara el derecho. La cuenta en 1-2. Afuera, 2-2 a 102.
No te ponches con cualquier pasta. Ve a la segura con Fiorella. Prueba Fiorella y dile chao a las otras pastas.
Le puso el extra ahí Miller, sin dudas. Puede tirar más duro incluso, para los que no lo saben.
Aquí viene el picheo en 2-2 para Perdomo. Bajita la tercera, 3-2, cuenta completa si lo pierde. Fernando Tatis en el círculo de espera de Farma Extra, un amor único por cada dominicano.
No te ponches en la cocina, use el aceite El Gallo, refinado, más claro y saludable. Tus comidas merecen lo mejor.
El picheo en 3-2. El foul por el lado izquierdo.
No bates de foul y domina el terreno como el verdadero rey. Whiskey King's Pride.
Bueno, todo el mundo está nervioso, señores. En expectativa. Julio Rodríguez corriendo en tercera significa el empate en este juego de la semifinal. Miller contra Perdomo. El picheo en 3-2. Aquí viene otro foul.
No bates de foul y prende el terreno con King's Pride Canel.
A 101 en esta oportunidad. También había sido a 101 millas el foul anterior,
Ponchó a Caminero, se envasó Julio por boleto, avanzó a segunda por passball y a tercera con el rolling a Bobby Witt de O'Neill Cruz. Otra vez viene el picheo en 3-2. Miller contra Perdomo. Strike cantado el tercero, le dio el picheo bajito y de esta manera se lleva la victoria a Estados Unidos. 2 carreras por 1, lamentablemente se quedó el empate en tercera y el árbitro lo volvió a hacer. Ese picheo que había estado cantando todo el juego, lució bajito, pero dijo que fue strike y de esta manera finaliza lamentablemente José Luis este juego con derrota para la República Dominicana.
Termina la participación del país. Nos quedamos a las puertas de la serie final. Ha sido un partidazo de béisbol. Obviamente no nos vamos con el mejor sabor en la boca, pero un juego 2 carreras por 1 que se define por detalles. Las 3 carreras son cuadrangulares solitarios. Nadie pudo remolcar a los corredores que se envasaron por otra vía, sino que solamente se pudieron remolcar a sí mismos los autores de los honrones. Va a quedar para la discusión la posible sustitución del corredor en las bases de Austin Wells, tal vez buscando algo de velocidad. Obviamente es fácil después de saber el resultado, ¿no? Lo que había que hacer, ahí tal vez sería interesante escuchar al dirigente Pujols. Skins fue un hueso difícil de roer, logra su segunda victoria del Clásico, la derrota la carga Soto. Severino tira unas entradas de solamente una carrera, hay que decir que yo creo que lanzó mucho mejor de lo que algunos tal vez proyectaban, sobre todo con el historial que tenía, que puso alma, vida y corazón, porque estaba tirando una velocidad increíble, y que la ofensiva nuestra conectó 8 imparables. El problema radica en que fuera del cuadrangular de Caminero, y del doble de Wells. No hubo tanto slugging, no pudimos aprovechar esos corredores y después de ahí siempre apareció la gran jugada defensiva salvadora para los Estados Unidos, que cambiaron eso en la parte final, José Antonio, por la velocidad de su picheo y los ponches que al final nos hicieron mucho daño. No voy a ponerme a hablar del arbitraje, creo que no perdimos por eso, pero es evidente que va a ayudar mucho la sustitución de estos individuos por la ayuda tecnológica, porque este hombre cantó ciertamente en picheos que estaban divorciados de la zona. Lo hizo todo el partido, no lo hizo ahora nada más.
Dios mío. Así ponchó a Soto también.
Así es.
Increíble. Tuvimos muchas oportunidades también, hay que decirlo. Hubo un mal corring cuando se produjo el agua a Tati en tercera, que venía ahí Juan Soto. También cuando en ese cuarto episodio, que hay que darle su crédito también a la defensa de Bobby Witt, cuando se tiró de cabeza con el hit de Manny Machado, que evitó que esa pelota pasara. Y después entonces Wells falló con las bases llenas, pero en ese inning, en el séptimo, donde